Every year, for just 2 months, several million straw-coloured fruit bats, Eidolon helvum, arrive at the same forest patch in the Kasanka National Park of Zambia. Why? This gathering is without doubt the largest assemblage of fruit-eating bats in Africa, and probably the world. These bats occur across the African tropics, from West Africa to East Africa, and throughout Central Africa. Known colonies range in size from a few thousand to 1 million. So the Kasanka gathering, we believe, consists of several different colonies from other parts of the continent. Shortly after sunset, this aerial Serengeti emerges to head towards their feeding grounds, up to and probably beyond 20 kilometres from the roost. This is something we hope to establish during the course of our research. These bats are critical to the health and long-term survival of Africa's tropical forests and woodlands. The straw-coloured fruit bat is the largest bat on the African mainland, weighing up to 350 grams and with a wingspan that may reach 85 centimetres. They have a simple fox-like face, hence the alternative name of flying fox. The claw on the thumb is used effectively for aiding scrambling amongst the branches. As with all bats, the membrane of the wings is connected to the extremely long fingers. This membrane has immense elasticity. The feet are equipped with strong, sharply hooked claws. Straw-coloured fruit bats take their name from the yellowish-orange coloration, which is particularly noticeable around the neck. The eyes are large for aiding night movement, as they do not have the ability to echolocate. The bats concentrate in a forest block of just 10 hectares. During the day, the bats cluster tightly in groups of between 10 and 300 on the branches and tree trunks. We found that during the course of our observations, the bats moved to different parts of the forest, possibly as a result of the numerous branch breaks that reduced the number of suitable roosting sites. At the roost there is constant activity, with each bat paying meticulous attention to cleaning the wings, claws and fur. Squabbling with neighbours is frequent, and mating was obvious in parts of the colony. Urination was executed in this manner, true acrobats. One of the major sources of bat deaths and injuries resulted from the sheer weight of the bats causing even the largest tree branches to break. Most losses occurred when well-foliaged branches fell, possibly a reason why bare branches and tree trunks were the favoured roosts. We suspect that there were deliberate attempts at defoliating branches by the bats. Injuries were in most cases severe and included massive muscle and tissue damage, broken wings and internal bleeding. Apart from branch breaks that caused many bats to fly up, movement through the forest by savanna baboons was a major source of disturbance. Another hazard faced by the bats, especially those roosting at low level, was entanglement in thorny creepers. Some manage to extricate themselves, others do not. It is during branch breaks and entanglements that ground-based predators such as pythons and gaboon vipers feed on the bats. Crocodiles not only take bats from the water, but they also hunt on the forest floor. We suspect that these saurians react to the frequent branch breaks and move rapidly to snatch up dead and injured bats. However, it is the aerial predators, the raptors, that probably take the heaviest toll. For these 2 months, even the fish eagles turned to a diet of bats. 3 pairs of whiteback vultures had their nests on the edge of the forest, and their flying young were being fed mainly on regurgitated bat meat. Most bats were probably taken following branch breaks. Large segments of the colony moved during the day to different areas of the forest. This did not appear to be as a result of disturbance and became more frequent just before the bats started to leave Kasanka. Blocks of forest that had suffered numerous branch breaks were eventually abandoned. At this time, in and around Kasanka, many trees are fruiting, providing an abundance of food for the bats. Certainly the fruit abundance is a major factor for the presence of the bats, but the frequency of mating we observed would also appear to be a probable reason for this vast gathering. There are still many unanswered questions, such as how many different colonies are gathered at Kasanka, how far they are travelling to and from their home roosts, and how far they travel each night on their foraging. At home colonies, breeding is highly synchronized. Yet we found females carrying tiny embryos, others with fetuses that were almost full term, an indication that colonies are coming from different parts of their range. The straw-coloured fruit bat is a critical dispenser of tree seeds, as well as a pollinator. The health of Africa's forests and woodlands depends on this Africa's largest bat,